Interesting. Jen, now do you remember?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So Doug, I mean, you read the 76 from Bledsoe, and I know you really liked him. So I need someone to explain to me the vote issue, because I know what they were saying in Leon County. To me, that is the biggest home cooking thing I've ever seen. And I need somebody legally to explain to me how in their bylaws that you can say you need this vote. They did it without a vote. And then January 12th, they get to go make a new one. We still don't even know who was there. We don't know like how many voted. Did they actually get the 2/3? There's no minutes. There's no proof. There's no nothing. And yet, trust me, bro, is all ACC lawyers had to say. And this judge said, click, click, cool. That works for me. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I just need legally you to explain that to me.
You enjoy Major League Baseball?
I do.
You see a replay of a play at home, a tag at home, and you're watching with somebody and they're like, they're out by a mile. And you're like, no way, he was safe. You're both watching the same replay. You're just coming to different conclusions. That's what's happening with the facts of this case. Okay. Judge Bledsoe said there are occasions in the law where you can ratify something later on. Think about why it's important to have the vote. The vote is to give the authority to somebody to do something. This same argument, let's pair this up with this loosely comical argument about only the Board of Trustees can sign the contract.
Right.
Okay? They're analogous. You have to be intellectually honest. If you're going to believe one, you have to understand how the other relates. If the Board of Trustees is the only one that can sign the contract and the president signs it saying, I have the right to sign it, the Board of Trustees can absolutely come back 11 days later and say, you didn't have the right to sign that. Right. They could come back 11 weeks later. We just met about this and we found out about this. We're aghast. You cannot sign on our behalf. 11 years later, we know that we're involved in this grant of rights. You can't come 11 years later and say the president did not have the authority to act on the Board of Trustees. You have agency. Agency is a legal principle. Relating back is similar. The Board of in this case, the members have to approve and authorize and act on the part of the conference. Judge Bledsoe simply concluded that when they met January 12th, they were ratifying what had already taken place. It's the same analogous principle. I can disagree. You can say he was out.
I just feel like when it says in the bylaws, you have to have this 2/3 vote in order to do this, not to ratify it. You need to do it in order to do this. I just can't get over that part. I mean, for me, I can't.
And the president doesn't have the authority to sign the grant of rights.
Right.